And ladies and gentlemen, my name is Arcane Static and welcome back to Once on a Windswept Night. Let's go check out some more nun business, shall we? Nunny business? Oh, damn it, Vincent, why did you do that to yourself? The fire crackles in the grate. You can hear, though dimly, the sound of a clock ticking in the background. Like the fire, the clock is invisible. You cannot see the face, the hands, or the numbers at all. Am I back in some weird, like, alternate world or something right now? What is its function? Now, that is an interesting question. Fucking literary framing device bullshit. Hi, welcome back, Lycoris. You wish to know about the clock? Oh, fuck, I don't remember any of the voices. Oh, no. Her long, pale hair falls over her bare shoulders. You wonder if she's cold, dressed like that in such a gloomy, oppressive place. Then you decide there are other things worth asking. In all honesty, I am unsure myself. Time is not a linear concept here. It shifts and loops and doubles back on itself, like thread through the eye of a needle. Okay, I want to point out, thread does not loop back through itself if you are doing it right, through the eye of a needle. That's in fact the entire purpose of it, is to go through the eye of the needle once, and not twice. In fact, I have often been led to wonder whether time as a concept truly exists at all. If it did exist, then why have I remained the same, unchanging, for so many years? How can you count what years are? Her eyebrows furrow. But that, I suppose, is neither here nor there. Oif, my voice is wrecked from Power Rangers. And I believe I could use my mental faculties in a more productive manner. Like listening to the story. Lycoris smiles. Indeed, you are an astute one. Back to the story. Here we go. Yeah, so it's all just a literary stupid framing device, this whole game. So saying, the younger nun departed to prepare the food. A gentle, serene gentle stillness, even, settled upon the pair that remained broken only by the sounds of the falling rain. Just as Madeline had predicted, the rain had still not let up. It probably wouldn't stop until long into the night. By that point, it would be too late to depart for Castella. The travelers sighed. Their plans had been well and truly scuppered. Scuppered? Scuppered? Scuppered. All right, you do you. What do we got next? Look. Welcome back, Daffodil. The meal Daffodil prepared was a rather simple affair. It was a thick vegetable soup served in an earthenware bowl with a piece of brown bread on the side. The vegetables had been cut awkwardly with an inexperienced hand, and parts of the soup were burnt. The bread, meanwhile, was inexpertly made and sunken in the middle like a crater. The outer shell was hard enough to break teeth, while the middle was chewy and curiously textureless. Nevertheless, the traveler was hungry, and made rather short work of Daffodil's less than impressive offering. The young nun watched as the traveler ate their food, shoveling it into the dark recesses where their mouth should have been, and frowned. What? Oh, shit, what was Daffodil's voice? What do you think? Is it good? I hope that was right. Gotta tell her it's good. That's such an obvious lie. It isn't good at all. But, despite being wily enough to see through the traveler's blatant falsehood, Daffodil's cheeks still flushed. Aw, aren't you cute? You look like some kind of lizard. It seemed, though she knew she was being lied to, the lie still made her happy. Aw, you're cute. Humans were such complex, contradictory creatures. Thank goodness you're not one of them, are you, traveler? Madeline says. So? Madeline smiled warmly, as was her wont when the traveler set their empty food bowl and plate to one side. It is getting rather late. I believe Daffodil and I will turn in soon, but I fear that would be rather lonely for you. Oh, are we gonna get invited? Lonely? Indeed, I would not want you sitting in the vestry on your own. I would feel guilty. Just leave them to it, Madeline. You're giving them a roof over their head and a place to sleep. Isn't that enough?
But what of company? Rabbits die if they get too lonely.
The traveler stiffened at this comment, but neither woman noticed. Ha ha ha. Stiffened. Ha ha ha. Instead, Daffodil rolled her eyes. She rolled her eyes a lot. It was probably bad for her. Maybe they would fall out of her skull one day. Please, the traveler might be many things, but I'm sure they're not a rabbit. For one thing, rabbits can't talk.
Well, I suppose you're right. So, our esteemed guest.
More like unwanted nuisance.
Would you care for some company tonight? If you desire it, I would not mind staying with you.
Hey, we gonna get some nun company. When Madeline asked like that, the traveler found it hard to resist. They really had no choice. You're right, I didn't have a choice. It didn't even give me one.
Are you sure you're all right in those damp clothes?
I'm gonna catch pneumonia and die. That's no big deal, though. Madeline did not look convinced, but she let it slide. For that, the traveler was grateful. Even so, the expression on Madeline's face. All of a sudden, it looked horribly sad. Had they done something to offend her? I'm not wearing this cloak because I don't trust you. I do. I can't take it off. Not for your sake or Daffodil's or even my own. I hope you understand. The traveler didn't know why, but they did not want to upset Madeline. Maybe it's because she's a cute nun? Who knows? Oh, we get the full body shot now. Though they hardly knew the woman, she was sweet and soft and gentle. The kind of person whose smiles could lighten your heart and whose frowns could pierce it like thorns. If they had been with Daffodil, the traveler would not have cared one whit about causing any potential offense. Madeline was different. It's because she's cute, right? Daffodil's cute. I think I might actually like Daffodil more than Madeline. The nun looked surprised, however, at the traveler's comment, and she blinked.
Oh, I'm not offended. Please do not worry on my behalf.
But you looked so sad. I didn't know what else to say.
I am sad, but not because of you. Not entirely. Most of what I'm sad about is the fact that I'm a nun, and am not allowed to do the things that I'm thinking—
Oh wait, no, that's not part of the script. Sorry, hang on. So it is partially because of me?
Well...
She looked over at the tree, the one that said weird shit to you a minute ago. It was still raining outside. The rainwater tapped against the stained glass windows insistently, asking to be let in. Knowing Madeline, she was the kind of woman who would have opened the worm-eaten wooden doors to welcome the rain.
I just think it's sad that you feel the need to hide your face. Not that I'm trying to coerce you into removing your hood. If you don't want to, you don't have to. That's your own prerogative. But you should totally take it off so that we can make out. I cannot help but wonder, though it may seem rude of me, what kind of life must you have led to make you so very secretive?
Like I said, it's the sunlight. It's bad for my skin. Bitch, there's no fucking sunlight right now. It's raining and you are indoors. Oh, even Madeline called you out on it. The traveler, unbeknownst to Madeline, bit their lower lip. Perhaps they could have removed their hood. They did not know Madeline well, but they did not feel the nun would judge them for their appearance. Am I a goblin? Am I a fucking goblin? They reached upwards with tremulous hands, but froze in the act of revealing their face. Being scorned by such a sweet woman would have hurt too much.
Anyway, I apologize for making the atmosphere awkward. It was rude of me. We're going to be together for quite some time, and it does not appear that the rain will stop any time soon, so... If you have any questions, feel free to ask.
Questions, The traveler glanced about the church, at the wooden pews, the cobwebs, and the withered tree by the altar, and pondered. Why is there a tree growing in the church? Seems like a good question to ask, especially because we know that it fucking talks. Are you and Daffodil the only nuns here? I think we've already got that one. What is the nature of your relationship with Daffodil is a little too personal for me, and can you tell me a bedtime story? Sounds like I'm 6. So let's talk about the tree.
Oh, you wish to know about the tree?
Well, yes. It is rather unusual having a tree growing in the middle of a church. A pause. Unless this is a common custom in Daquazien places of worship, and I am unfamiliar with it?
Oh, no, not at all. That tree is a rather unique feature. Forgive me, I forget how strange it may be to an outsider. I have lived in this church all my life, so it appears quite normal to me. In fact, I believe this church would lose some of its charm if the tree was not there.
So this tree has been there for years?
Indeed, many, many years, long before I got here.
Do you know much about it?
Not particularly. I asked Bernadette about it once, and she told me it was special.
Bernadette! Now we know that there may be more might be more nuns here. What? Really? The traveler didn't mean to sound so incredulous, but they could not help themselves. It was hard to imagine a scrubby tree like that with a withered trunk and dying leaves of having any potential worth beyond fuel for a fire. Yet there was something curious about it other than its seemingly inexplicable placement. Oh, that's what it was. It looked like a dick. The whole tree looked like a big dick. It piqued the traveler's interest like nothing else.
Yes, I do not know how it is special precisely, and neither did Bernadette. But as it is old and has stood in this church for so long, it feels like it would be sinful to cut it down.
Even if it gets in the way?
Even so. Well, I'm used to it. Daffodil doesn't like it, but I refuse to let her take an axe to it. She's been haranguing me about it for a while.
An axe, The traveler wasn't sure if they liked that mental image. Madeline seemed to agree because she laughed.
I love Daffodil a great deal, but I'm not sure if I would entrust her with a sharp, lethal blade.
She does seem to have quite the temper.
In any event, trees are sacred in Carmelism. Carmelism. Trees are secret in whatever the fuck this religion is. We cannot cut them down, particularly a tree in a church.
So what, there's a specific rule about trees in churches? Is it a common enough thing that they had to make a rule about it? Why?
It is a story in the book of Marjolaine. It states... Would you like me to tell you the whole story?
Yeah, fuck it, why not? Why don't we get that next story?
If you truly wish to know.
Madeline shifted, her hands folded in her lap as she made herself more comfortable. Let's fade to this next scene. The story of lost souls. Ooh, the story of lost souls, is it? Well, the story of lost souls is something that we will take a look at on the next... Oh, come on, can we record it? Yeah, there we go. We'll talk about this one on the next bit of Once on a Windswept Night. So thank you guys very much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed it. My voice is a little bit screwy from having screamed a whole bunch at Power Rangers practice tonight. But, you know, it's fine. Probably, right? But, yeah, no, I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, the like and subscribe buttons are waiting just below this video to be to... possibly lesbian nuns. That's totally okay with me, I guess. You can also follow my socials. That's the Facebook and Twitter that are in the description box. And if you feel like it, you can maybe throw some support my direction at the Patreon link that's down there as well. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.